Welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Judge Dre. We're back here on Debating Woes. I want to thank you guys out there for coming to the show tonight. Yeah, we're going to start the show a little bit late, but that's typical black people. You know, we don't never do shit on time, but we're back here for you guys. We're going to go ahead and put the link in the description box. No, matter of fact, we're not going to put the link in the description box. If you want to be added to the show, please just go right ahead, type in the description box, and we will add you to the show. First thing, today's topic, what we're talking about today, is difficult life choices, and how do we make them, and what kind of consequences have we had from making these difficult life choices. We got the panel already set up here, so we're gonna just go right on into the conversation. Go ahead. We're gonna start with you, Bella. Put you on the spot since you're new around here on the show right in the morning.
Oh boy.
Tell us some difficult life choices. Yes, girl, we're putting you right on the spot, but don't worry, we still love you.
Okay, well, I love you guys too. Not anymore, though.
Oh, she's like, fuck it, I don't love this. She's like, I'm hitting dislike on that video.
Yeah.
Voluntold.
Yeah,
Right.
voluntold, just like he was the IT tech guy.
Right.
I think one of the most difficult choices I've had to. One choice was the separation from my marriage, having two boys. That was a difficult choice, very, very difficult choice, but it had to be done, and it's done. And yeah, it's still difficult at times,
Right.
because my beliefs are, a home is where the mother and father both live together, with the children. But there's times where the circumstances call for you making that big change, and it was a big change because it was a move from the U.S. to Canada. It wasn't I'm moving out and I'll be in the next town. It's I'm moving out of the country. And so
that's a difficult decision.
Yeah, that was a very difficult decision, and I don't regret it. Because better things in life have come to me. But yeah, that's a difficult choice. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but sometimes people, that saying that say people change. Well, the one thing that I failed to notice is that nobody changed. I went in being myself, and my partner was never in love and never loved me. And I just realized this within the past 3 weeks. And yeah, I was talking to somebody who's very wise, and they made a statement, and they said, if someone loves you, they will do anything for you. And something to that effect. I don't remember exactly what he said, but after that, something snapped, and I'm like, you know what? He never did love me. He never did love me. And my friend said, yeah, you're right. And so what killed me more was I should have, this choice that I made in 2012, I should have done it a year, if not 3 months into the relationship, at least within the first year. I should have left. But I just hung in there. And I really, the 13 years that I was there, I did take it one day at a time. And I'm telling you guys, it feels like an eternity. But that's the best choice, the most difficult choice. And I do not regret it. I love my kids for what they're doing. They're in a private school. They're getting their grades up. They're scholars. They're very well behaved, very respectful, and they're doing good. Their father's doing good with them sometimes, but he's one thing I can say about Their dad is he's very hardworking, very responsible, and has never failed us or the myself included, even being separated. In some ways, he's failed me, but never with my boys. But yeah, Dre, that's my choice, and I'm sorry I took so much of your time, but
No, you didn't take
let
much.
everybody
Much.
else talk. But
No,
yeah,
I mean
thanks.
I
we
got a
have.
question.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carlotta.
I had a
Carlotta, your mic, hun?
Yeah.
hear me?
I think it's her Wi-Fi.
I'm trying to remember what it is he told me.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, we can
Oh,
hear you
okay.
now.
You were saying that you said that he never loved you. I don't think he probably knew how to love himself. And a lot of
Yeah,
times, I think when people don't know how or how to love themselves, they can't give to somebody else what they don't have. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's like I wouldn't, feel bad, like or make allow myself to think that this person didn't love me. I would think that they didn't love themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where it starts. It starts with self. You can't give nobody something that you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can act like all we want, and a lot of time we spend a lot of time with people acting like,
Right.
you know what I mean, and compensating and trying to make it seem like and be like, and it end up not being like shit because we're not doing it for ourselves. We're trying to do it for somebody else or live up to somebody else's expectation. That's where we go wrong. But I just think that you've been blessed, honey, because you got them boys, and like you said, they growing up well and they well adjusted and everything. And if he didn't seem to do right by you, if he doing right by them boys, that's the big thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, 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 for sure. And my boys, they,
And that's a blessing, baby. So you just keep on keeping on, but don't ever think that somebody didn't love you. You got to look at what they do is for themselves first before
yeah,
you could
yeah,
say something like that. That man wouldn't have been around that long with you if he didn't have some kind of love or something he thought was love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
yeah,
I would admit sometimes it's just because a person may love you, but they may not know how to
Know
love
how. Uh huh.
yeah.
you. 'Cause,
Mhm.
Yeah,
you
cause
know,
he
I,
had his little ways. He did like to spoil me, like I mean,
Mhm.
spoiled. But I'm just not that woman that wants material stuff because at the end of the
Mhm.
day, that wears out. You lose it. Someone
Well, see,
takes
that's how
it.
you could tell when it's dudes that don't know women like that because they'll look
Hmm.
at it as all like a blanketed situation. Like, oh, all women like flowers.
Hmm.
All women like candy. You know what I'm saying? And here it is,
Yeah.
you a woman, you don't like shit like that, for example. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's how you could tell when some dudes are not really, experienced,
Hmm.
with knowing the differences in women and stuff like that because they'll look at them all in the same way and shit. So,
Yeah.
he might have been, you might have been the first or second person out the gate with this man. He probably wasn't really, had a lot of girlfriends before he met you.
No, yeah, you're right because he had only a couple girlfriends. But um, I think he was 17 when I
Hmm.
met him, and he had been
Hmm.
working supporting his family since he was
Yeah.
11.
See there, he ain't had no
Yeah, so
real
he,
experience dealing with women and stuff. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He just went.
yeah,
He said like he didn't did with you, with maybe from television or what he may have seen other people do for their mates or something like this. And he got this information third party and not from actual experience. And
right.
this is what he was
yeah.
doing with you was third party stuff. He tried, Chad. He tried. Get a man credit. Shit, he
Oh
tried.
yeah, yeah. No, I give him
You know what I'm
a
saying?
lot of
You
credit.
ain't broken.
Yeah,
You ain't toe up. You know what I'm saying? You got it out. You still got it going on. You know what I'm saying? You keep on keeping on, sister. You straight. He ain't did nothing, but just
no,
gave you some knowledge. That's all he
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. And I wish him the best. I don't know why I'm saying so much. Sorry, guys.
No, go ahead. I mean, we got plenty of time. It's not.
I
Girl, you
just
apologize one more time. I'm gonna walk up here to Canada and kick you right in your damn shin. Keep playing. Say sorry one more
Leslie,
time.
be quiet.
Right.
This is not
Damn it,
funny.
call out damn Shahula you.
I'm a hooligan, not a hair-headed one though. No, but I love you guys. You know that. You know that. But
Yeah.
like I always say,
You
not on my
noticed.
watch.
So what did I walk into?
You walked into a Dungeon of Dragons.
You're
Walked
about to
into
walk
a
into some tears. Let her tell it. She was
Feel
sitting up
the
here getting ready to make me
burn.
cry and shit.
so you just
So
walked
I
into
got
a
to roll
bad
the
mic.
d20.
You need to log out and log back in, bro.
Yeah.
A shit. That's solid me.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Damn. Gotta say bye, Felicia. Y'all got problems. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Who
What I
next on the
walked
chopping
into.
block, Mr. Dre?
Who's next on the topic? Well, go ahead. We go ahead and put it on Leslie since he's about to go to work. We let get know Leslie.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Uh-oh. Let's listen in on this one.
Let me
Yeah,
go get some damn tissue. Let me
Let
get
me
my
get some
Kleenex.
popcorn. Okay, we're ready, Liz.
yeah.
Difficult life decisions.
Oh yeah. Talk about some.
Say probably one of the most difficult decisions that I had to make was probably deciding what I was going to do um, as far as changing my life around as a father and a husband. Um, being raised by a single black woman, going through a lot of bullshit, a lot of mental abuse, physical abuse growing up as a kid. Um, I didn't turn out the best in my early years, and I had a lot of personal conflict. Probably the most difficult thing I had to do was hold a mirror up in front of my face and evaluate myself and evaluate my life and who I was as a person. And having to completely change to better myself. Um, I had a lot of anger issues, a lot of rage issues, things like that. And one of the hardest things I had to do was to decide whether I wanted to keep being that person or if I wanted to change and become a different person. Um, so it required me to just really sit down and take a look at myself personally, look at my flaws as a human being, look at my flaws as a husband, as a father, um, and decide that, hey, you know what? If I really value my family, if I value my kids, if I value those around me who I claim that I love, then I've got to change my ways. I got to change my habits, which is becoming more patient, not being angry, being more rational, less emotional. Things I never learned. I never had. My dad wasn't there like that to teach me these things. Um, so I really had to decide. Is this the person you want to keep being for the rest of your life? Do you want to piss everybody off around you? Do you want to alienate yourself and push everyone away to the point where you're an old, grouchy, funky bastard nobody wants to be bothered with? So that's one of the decisions I've had to make, and it was very difficult for me to do that. But I don't have any regrets about doing it because it's opened my eyes to a lot of things now. Um, People that I've come in contact with, um, it's allowed me to build relationships now that I probably wouldn't have been able to build being in the state of mind that I was back then.
Salute.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
You,
Well,
you know what?
choice in life I made. I will say this is when I took the choice to say I'm gonna say, you know what, my son's gonna come live with me. I never knew that I could be a full-time parent. It never You know, even on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't give myself. I'm not like world's greatest dad or nothing like that, because you sit there and look and say, God, dog, you never realize what you actually go through. Especially when you've gone for, oh well, you've only had them for a month or two at a time, to now they're never going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like, their life has changed completely. It's not a day where you think, well, plain and simple, I'm gonna do this for the next 3 months because my son stayed with me for the summer or whatever. But when you think that, well, wow, I had to make these changes because it's not like he's staying here with me for the next 3 months. It's forever. You know what I mean? And I've noticed that, that's been very difficult there, and it took a different type of attitude adjustment. A lot of things that you got to break a lot of bad habits, especially things you say that may not be too nice to do with a kid around full time. You know what I mean? That, hey, it's no more. Hey, I can't just get up and go out at the drop of a hat because you got a shorty to take care of.
You know what, man? Dre, let me ask you a question.
Go for it.
Okay, so you have full custody of your son now?
No, actually, what's so funny is that I mean, like I said, it's been like I've been saying 2 years for long. It's just at the 3-year mark now. Basically, it's like that is she didn't want him no more. So basically, that's the only reason why I got him, because she didn't want him no more.
Okay.
I tried to fight her before, back when all the shit went down, and they still didn't get me then. And you would think with her record and all that shit, nope, no
They
means.
never do, man. That's the thing. That's why I always said, man, because I told y'all about my friend that was going through his little battle for years, and finally got custody of his 2 children. And that's why I say, man, the government don't give a fuck about them. Because if you see, this is what irks me about that whole thing, is the fact that a person, can fix their mouths to say mama's baby, daddy's maybe. That fucking phrase, which I've grown to fucking hate. And my thing is, like I always say, and I will always stand by this, the fact that a lot of these chicks, they don't really love they kids. They like their kids. They use their children as lottery tickets. They use their children as weapons.
Bargaining tools.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
And it's fucked up how, okay, by default it just goes to her. Never mind the fact that she can be the one that exposes kid to more danger than I would as a father. But since she's the woman and she bared the child and you give her the say so, hell, for Christ's sakes, they can decide whether or not, they want to keep a baby or if they want to kill it. They got that choice. We don't have no say so in shit.
As they say, the women, we do have a say so. The only thing we have a say so is if you have sex with them.
That's about it.
Yeah. That's the only say so.
Yeah, that's about it. But as far as all the other shit, you never have any say so. Like, okay, hey, I don't want this child, or hey, I want to keep the child. I knew a guy that was actually married to a chick who got an abortion. She was pregnant by him and got an abortion behind his back. It wasn't, it. And the thing is, what bothers me is I actually got into, this is why I can't fucking stand feminists, because I was talking to this chick, and this is when I realized she was a fucking feminazi. I'm like, dude, I don't really agree with that. And she's like, well, it's her body. How could you get mad at somebody if they, do that behind your back? It's their body. And I'm like, well, shouldn't the most logical thing to do is talk about the shit first? Because what if that person wants it? Yes.
Oh, excuse me, honey. I wanted to ask you a question. You
Go
know
ahead.
what? How did anybody know that baby was her husband? She could have got pregnant by another dude. You know what I'm saying? And try to hurry up and get rid of it. And that's probably why she didn't talk to her husband about it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of females do this shit too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. If you want to play devil's advocate, definitely. I would definitely. I side with you on that. What I'm saying is, I find it kind of fucked up how people will tell me that, okay, well, that's her body. She can decide what she want to do with it. Okay, cool. Okay, so but in the court of fucking law, I can't just I can't just sign over my parental rights then. I can't decide whether or not I want to be bothered with this motherfucker. You still gonna make me pay for it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all still gonna make me pay for it. I'm not gonna walk out of this motherfucker without you trying to put a fucking price tag on my fucking wallet. You know. And see, the thing is, that's when I learned. I say, you know what? Women don't care about fairness. They only care about what they can, how it benefits them. It's on when once the shit works against them, that's when it's a problem. But if it's working in their favor, that's why nobody gives that's why they don't say shit. That's why they don't give a fuck. And then when they tell you, you know, you ain't going through it, so why does it matter? Well, the fact of the matter is simply this: when I'm seeing people going through this shit, going through these custody battles, and I'm seeing, like, with my buddy, when he finally got custody of his children, I can say this much: he transformed the shit out of them. He got his son, because my friend, he's a fucking nerd. He got his son up to par on the reading. Once the first year he got him up to par with his reading. He got him up to par with a lot of things, to the point where he was able to excel academically. And he did the same with his daughter. You see what I'm saying? It, and that's the thing that bothers me. It's the fact that we got these people. A lot of times, if you look at certain situations, even if you looked at some of them stories that you've seen out there, where a woman keeps the biological father away from the child, but she got this nothing ass dude that she's laying up with. Oh, he sees this child more than her own father does, and this dude actually fucking beat the girl to death, beat the little girl to death. I think this happened like a year or two ago, and the damn father was like, "Shit, I don't just want him arrested. I want her charged too." He's like, because all this time she's been keeping me away, and this is why, you know, I stand on my arguments about that shit. Because you know what, dude, I don't want to go through none of that. That's why I said, if that shit happens, I'm gonna make sure I got the best fucking man. I'm gonna make sure I got the best representation. I'll go to war with a motherfucker. You better keep your shit clean and don't let me find out. Because if I get a paper trail, that's your ass.
I think the
Well,
only good
hopefully,
way around all that is to make sure you get into relationships that maybe can lead to marriage. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
exactly.
I can't say that
You know,
100%.
I'm just
yeah.
saying. I mean, to avoid all that baby child support
Well,
shit.
no,
Well,
cause like,
I,
okay,
I don't think anybody goes into a relationship thinking about when the day they leave. I mean, literally every relationship that I've gone into, I always think about. I hate to say, that's true. One of my problems. I always think about, okay, well, I'm going into this relationship. I like you, this, that, and the other. You like me. We're gonna build something together. And when I think of you leaving me, I'm thinking that the only way you're leaving me is if you're dead, or I'm dead. You know what I mean?
Or if you
That's
do
how
something wrong.
I'm one of those type of people. I kind of look at it that way.
You know what?
Mhm.
When I was in my 20s, I looked at it more like part of what you was just saying, Dre. I looked at it more like, okay, I like you, we like each other, whatever. But as I got older, what I did, I said, you know what? I don't want to be leaving room, I don't want to make room. I'm very selective about people I get close to and people I allow into my life. I'm very selective. So, when it comes down to females, I have to see where their head is. I see
Mhm.
how they are as, like, my girlfriend.
That's smart.
She works with children. She was a nanny for like about a year or two, and now she works at a daycare with children. She loves kids. Very good with kids. You know, and hell, she has her moments where she becomes a fucking kid, not in an immature way, but you know what I mean. You know how that inner kid comes out when you're interacting with children or whatever.
of
But
course.
you know, but the thing is, after getting to know her, and I was like, okay, I can definitely see something long term here because that's how I think now. At the age that I'm at, I'm like, I don't want nothing that's just seasonal. I want somebody I can actually
Just
build something
seasonal.
with. No, I'm not because I mean, I see.
I
Look,
dig it. I can dig it.
I mean, I'm looking. Me personally, I want. I'm a traditional person. I want something
Mhm.
different than what I come from. See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I didn't come from an environment where I came from a dysfunctional environment. So
Mhm.
part of that is me. I had to actually make a bold move because for the past year I was so big into expecting something to go fucking south that I think I was at a point of sabotaging my current situation. And I really had to be honest with myself about that like a few days ago. And then I had three of my best friends tell me the same shit in the same fucking day. It was like I wasn't even upset with them. It was the best thing that she had left the house that day for a few minutes because I think she went to run an errand. And I stayed home and I just kind of thought about everything. And I said, okay, I'm about to fucking do some, I'm about to make some drastic changes here for myself, for the sake of us, for the sake of myself. And in addition to that, I knew I was holding on to stuff that happened to me back then. So I took the initiative and reached out to every last one of those people that I've had serious, from my ex fiance to the people after her. And I just say, look, I just want y'all to know. I hope you guys are happy wherever you are, but I want you to know that I forgive you for any hurts that you caused me. I forgive. I forgive you. Because the thing is, I felt like I was holding on to that resentment and I never closed that chapter, so it was a crippling thing. So now that I would never forget that. I would never forget those experiences, but it's like I don't want to carry that on and destroy something because the fact of the matter is when I have to look at the shit that's out here, I can honestly say even when there's situations where she gets on my nerves and I have to actually look at the bright side of things and be like, yo, seriously, this is actually a good woman. And I know, okay, I get out here and I see all this foolishness and I look at the shit and I'm just like, it's scary. I don't belong with these motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? I'll be incompatible with a lot of these guys, with a lot of these chicks. You understand what I'm saying? I'd be incompatible with a lot of them because
I feel.
if I have a conversation like this with a chick, I always lose them in the process because they're not used to a conversation that's beyond trying to find the best flavored cigarillo. See what I'm saying? I'm serious. Like eh,
I can dig. I know exactly what you're talking
that's
about.
that's the
Uh-huh.
but then that lets you know what type of people they've dealt with for so long. It's like, you know, motherfuckers be like, oh man, oh shit, they got strawberry kiwi cigarillos now. And I'm like, okay, I'm not excited about it because I don't smoke weed. So I guess it don't matter to me. And if I was to smoke shit, I would probably be better smoking the motherfucker through a bong than some shit like that, which still have a carcinogen that still has carcinogens left behind. And I was telling her about that. I say, well, the thing is, I say even when you dump all the papers out, you still have carcinogens in the paper, even when you dump the tobacco out. And she's like, no, no, getting all defensive and combative and shit. And she's like, well, I do this every day, and it's a bunch of dudes that don't mind me smoking every day, and blah blah blah. I say, well, now that you put it that way, go find that shit. I mean, I'm not gonna like I tell motherfuckers, I'm not look. I don't play. I'm not look. I watch Itchy and Scratchy through The Simpsons and Tom and Jerry as a kid, but as an adult, I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing Tom and Jerry and Itchy and Scratchy with no fucking adult. I'm not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, if you
Not supposed to.
you know and this is what is expected, but this is why I can understand why a lot of us have a hatred towards simps. I don't know if ours is as strong as Chris's is, but yeah, I can understand the grief now because of the fact that a lot of these dudes that's doing this simping bullshit, when you come across somebody who's actually going to call shit for what it is, you rather run away from it because you don't want to be challenged. You don't want to be called on your bullshit. You know you backed into a corner. You know you backed into a corner, and all I'm hitting you with is truth. All I'm hitting you with is, hey, you call it this, but let's look at it for what it really is. And a lot of motherfuckers don't like that type of conversation because they like somebody to just, tell them, hey, uh, they like people to piss on them and call it rain, and they accept that. Like, oh, okay, piss on me. Oh, it's raining. Okay, they like that type of shit.
So y'all men have that problem too? Like,
Yeah.
you come across women that because men tell them what they want to hear, are so desperate to be with them, just let them do and be the way they want to be and never seem to correct them. And then when they
Yeah,
get around you, they act like that shit is like the law, and you're like, what the hell are you doing? Y'all
Yeah.
get women like
yeah,
that?
we come across that all the time.
See, I've come across a
Yeah.
lot of men that were
Carlotta,
like
what
that.
the hell you think the whole argument been about simp this whole like 2 months?
Right.
I didn't
We
know it
told
Carlotta,
you
was
that.
so. No, I didn't
Me and
know.
Slacks told you
Carlotta,
that.
Carlotta,
Yeah, but I didn't know it was so
Carlotta,
similar to what women have to
No.
deal
Carlotta,
with. Huh?
Yes,
Carlotta,
we told you that.
Carlotta.
Huh?
Can you be so kind and share your story of your difficult choice?
Oh no, no, I just, huh? Girl, how you gonna cut that man off like that? Look, I was just saying, I was just asking him a
Did
question.
Love you,
Carlotta
I just didn't see
Mr.
the,
send
Tater.
somebody off?
I didn't see it was, I didn't realize how similar it was, because that's the difficulties I had. Like females will allow a man to do stupid shit, or let a man slide, or just let him be and do, and just to have that man. And then when they get around me, and I'm like, look, pull your pants up, or clean your nose or something. It's like, bitch, what's wrong with you? Like shit is like that's disgusting. They think it's supposed to be acceptable. And that's the problem that I had before I met my husband. That's all. I just didn't know it was so similar. I didn't know y'all men
Hmm.
experienced
But
the same thing
is
like this.
lethal has lethal have you experienced women simpers?
Women simps.
Yeah, on you?
Ooh.
Honestly, women simps. Like,
Ooh.
Yeah, like when the kind that just wanna they'll just butter you up to try to get what they want and just leave.
um,
I have.
I can say this. I don't know if you can how you would define this situation, but I speak about this. It
I
was a
can't stand
situ
them bitches.
it was a situation with my ex fiance, um, where it was like, and it took me a while. Like once we broke up, I think it took a while for me to really like grasp a lot of this shit. But I really think
Mhm.
that I wouldn't say she used me.
Mhm.
I would say that maybe I was probably strung into some shit, or I allowed myself to get strung along to something that wasn't genuine, and then I got caught up in this whole love bullshit, and
Yeah.
found myself trying to do a 360 to make another person happy, and I became unhappy with myself, and then
Yeah.
eventually the shit didn't work out anyway.
Mhm.
So you know, I mean, as far as yeah, so I don't know if that's what if you would define that as one of those scenarios, but
Yeah.
I mean, as far as that, and then, or I can even say with the chick that I dated. That remember I told you about the chick that cheated on me with the sex offender. Now, I probably can say that in that case, off the strength. So you making me go back down memory lane, and this is fine. But looking back
I'm
at that,
sorry, lethal.
no, 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 no. Listen, if you heard me earlier, look, it's all good because the thing is, I feel like this. The only way for me to be a better person is not to act like that the shit never happened or treat it like it never happened. A lot of these
Mhm.
things that we go through is things that we go through is either supposed to shape it's going to shape us in some way, shape, or form. It's going to either shape us to be a better person and learn from that shit, or it's going to shape us to be a fucking monster or a beast and be like, you know what, fuck it. You know, we walking through
Yeah.
life with a chip on our shoulder, so it's gonna need to
Mm-hmm.
happen either way. So that's no apologies necessary.
Yeah.
But I say this
Mm-hmm.
with the situation with that girl. First off, me at that time, I was dating. This is like 2008, and I was dating a chick, and she had 2 kids or whatever. Uh, Baby daddy wasn't shit, whatever. Um, so I got to know, had a good bond with the kids. As a matter of fact, it was kind of weird because every time I would leave, they would fucking throw a fit. Like I leave while they sleep and go home, and she called me and they in the background crying like, "Oh, when are you coming back? Do you promise? Are you?" And I'm like, "I'll be back next time when I got free time again. Next week when I'm off or whatever." And they're like, "You promise? I want to, we miss you and blah blah blah, and that kind of really like fucked me up in a way. I'm like, wow, it was a compliment at the same time. It was like, damn, you know, why they don't feel like this about their own father. But nonetheless, um, she wasn't working at the time when we were dating, right? She had a hard time finding work at the time. So of course, everything that was taking place, it was coming from my fucking out of my pocket. It was costing me money. You understand what I'm saying? So if a month, when the situation happened where her mom, who had a drug problem at the time, took her food stamp card and sold it to somebody to get some drugs, which took food out of her kids' mouths. Their own father didn't give a fuck, and I didn't, because the girl told the baby daddy like, "Yo, this is what happened," and he told her straight up, "Hey, that ain't my problem." So I was like, what the fuck, And at that time, I'm just like, I come over there, I make, when I come through, I make sure that they good and I'm good. But it was costing me a lot of money and shit like that, to the point where I found myself having to catch up on my shit on my end. And I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Because shortly after that, guess what? That's when she started cheating with the damn pedophile dude. And this was a motherfucking guy who was living in a fucking motel, didn't have shit going for himself. He was on fucking probation for the sexual charge or whatever, and he lied to her about it, you know. But after that, I think that's when I just was like, I think that's why I kind of grew thicker skin and didn't want people getting close to me like that. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we
No,
can.
Okay.
we did listening.
We're listening.
Okay.
Go
I
ahead,
thought
Vina.
that
Yeah,
was for
we
a
just
second.
mute ourselves so we give you the
No, no,
floor.
no, no. It's cool. I had to look because Dre was like standing still, and I wanted to make sure that because my phone was acting weird earlier, I wanted to make sure it didn't
Oh
freeze
no,
on me.
you have all
Okay.
our attention.
You talking to people that really care about what the hell you talking about.
Right, right.
Yeah.
We listening, man.
No, 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 no. It's
Right.
all good. No, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't having a glitch because my phone was acting weird about an hour or so ago. But nonetheless, so the thing was like going through that shit. That's why when I first went to college in 2009, because after her, that's when I took my 4 year break. I didn't date motherfuckers like that. I talked to people, but it was like, okay, I had to raise my fucking standards. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? I was like, okay, I'm not dealing with chicks with kids anymore because I don't have children. I'm not dealing with these old confused. I don't know what I want. I don't look, let me tell you something. One thing about me and that statement right there, that's a good way for me to just add you to my block list and leave you the fuck alone. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I remember as a kid when I used to do like, let's say, anybody who remember these, when you made these little, what we called them in Chicago, we called them bean poppers. This is where you put like you cut off the top of a soda bottle or whatever, and that part that the part that the cap goes on, you put like a little balloon or something right there, and then you get like a little bead, you put a bead in there and just like pop, like a slingshot type deal. And
Oh,
you
okay.
Yeah, and we used to, yeah, and you put little beads or little kernels in there and shit, and we would pop them at each other. But one time, I popped one of them things. We was at my aunt's house. I popped one of the things, and it actually hit the window and put a little ding in it. And my aunt asked me, she's like, "Why did you do it?" And I said, "I don't know." And I got my ass torn up for that. So as I got older, when people say, "Hey, I don't know what I want," I'm like, "That's bullshit." As an adult, I can't buy that because it's you know what you want because you're doing what you want. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if you think about it. Everybody who do something, they did it for a reason. Whether even if it was just like, okay, why did I fucking why did I just spit on a fucking sidewalk? Because I felt like doing it. I can't say I don't know. It was because I felt like doing the shit, or I just thought like, oh, it was just natural reaction to just do that because that's what I'm used to doing. See what I'm saying? That's a better explanation than saying I don't know. So it just pretty much made me raise my standards, and I still found myself in a couple of situations where I actually had to be the one that actually called the shit off. You know what I mean? I was with a chick who was she was heavily into the church thing and everything, and I was like, well, I've been down this road before, and I don't want to cripple you, or I don't want us to feel like we unequally yoked. So here's the thing, because at that time I was at a phase where I have one of my best friends. He's a Mormon, so he goes to a Mormon church. I've been to their church before, so I was at a point where I was kind of trying to, just get a feel for people, different people's faiths and what it consists of. Not that I was committing to anything. It just I'm open minded like that because for the longest I've always been told that hey, this is the right religion and all that, and I've grown distasteful. I've grown disgusted with the Baptist Christian faith or whatever because it became like it's like comedy to me now. When you see motherfuckers, doing a kid and play dance, hopping out of a wheelchair, you like, I know goddamn well I ain't just see a miracle just happen in front of my eyes. This is some bullshit. like, but nonetheless, so we she had an issue with me because of that. Cause she's like, well, if you're gonna do that, then we're gonna have to part ways. And I say, well, here's the thing: if it's that easy to lose you, I never had you in the first place. The fact of the matter is, I'm gonna do you a favor, and if that means so much to you, I don't want to hold you back. I hope you find what you're looking for. I had to do that with her, and I had to do it with the person after her, you know, who was sitting up here trying to basically uh, look at me like, okay, well, you're not the typical dude that I come across. You know, I usually date dudes that's, more heavy set and that's this way or that way, but you like to wear trench coats in the wintertime, or you like to shave your head bald, you like to, kind of wear all black or whatever, or you're into darker stuff, horror movies or darker music or whatever, and I'm not used to that. I say, well, look, let me help you out. That you find I'm gonna end this shit right here, and I hope you find what you're looking for. And like I said, I had people, her friends came at me not in a disrespectful manner, but was like, "Yo, you jumped the gun on that." I said, "No, I didn't. I made the right decision. Here's why." I say because the thing is, if she's telling me that and she's saying she's struggling to look past this and that and the other, that means she's settling. And if she's settling, then that means I'm settling because I don't have her at 100%, which means that I'm doing a disservice to myself as well as her. So why would I let myself be used as a person just for convenience? Like, okay, I'm gonna keep him around for right now until I find what I'm really looking for. No, fuck that. You're not gonna use me as a transitional what nigga or whatever the fuck. You are free to fucking go. There's the door. I did that, and that was the end of that. Because the thing is, I know I fuck up. I know I'm not perfect. I know, and when I fuck up, I want forgiveness. So I'm a forgiving person, but at the same time, is there certain things that I think that what we fell short as men.
Hi.
Do you think in a little bit we can get this stuff packed?
Yeah.
We've I think we fell
Later.
short as men.
Okay.
We allowed ourselves to value pussy more than we value ourselves.
She
Yeah.
said we
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we're more caught up in
we're allowed to
what
bring
the
something
hell?
to mess around with.
I think,
Oh,
yeah, she was talking to someone else in the background.
okay.
Go ahead. Not
Um,
you.
Okay.
but the thing is, it's like we value pussy and bad bitches and hair weaves and all this stupid shit more than we value ourselves. I think if we look at
We
the
value
bigger,
hair weave.
we look at
You value hell weave? You leave it.
no,
Oh
no,
man.
I don't. But you get, I'm saying as men, a lot of people, no, I don't. I told y'all my thing with that. Anytime you get the patent that shit, I think
You
bats are
just said
about to
hair
flap
weave,
from under
nigga.
that.
I
No,
need you.
I think it's sad
Sorry.
because a lot of you brothers don't have shit and really no options for real. It's like y'all don't have no choices. Cause that's all that's being really offered to you. And to maintain some manhood about you, you're gonna have to settle down and be with a woman. But goddamn, what kind of damn options do you have?
Right.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's what
Mhm.
he
The
just
little
described.
to none right now.
That's what I'm saying.
And
It's
let
But
me,
y'all
little to
and
don't
none.
have
then
nothing to
the
really
only,
choose from.
and here's the crazy thing, because
It's really sad.
I was even gonna suggest even doing an interracial thing. But see, here's the problem with that. I think those relationships are probably the most difficult to an extent because it depends on the parents and their mind state. See, let's say a lot of people, you know, they don't like their kids, you know, procreating with us. They don't because there's a bad stigma attached to black men, black people, period. So you know, they want their shit to stay pure. So that's where the problem comes. And then sometimes you have a child that can end up culturally confused, because they're like, okay, well, what side do I embrace more? Do I embrace my white side or my Asian side? Do I embrace my white side or my Mexican side? You know what I mean?
That's true. That does happen.
Well, I mean, you can look at it from that point in, as far as like having a cultural, so to speak. You can look at it like that, or you can look at it as to the point where the kid can actually make his own choice. Because I say even children don't have a choice in this world. Like you're not at fault for how you're raised, but when you hit 18 and over, everything right there is your
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
Treat life like even in my situations actually made me just really think about something when he was like how he actually had the time to forgive those who actually like screwed him over. Do that with two people who like really damaged me in life. You know, that boomerang effect actually kind of like messed me over later on in life too.
Right.
But even with the situation, like for instance, one of the difficult situations I had to do was sign up my rights, and the reason why I did that, the story from the beginning. This was around when I was like about like 19, and I still had I got a huge chip on my shoulder, but it was like more uncontrollable rage at that time going on in my life, and I was dealing with this girl, and growing up, you dealing with you being the nerdy kid and whatnot. Nobody wanted to fuck with you at all. I really had any girlfriends, none of that shit. I was just to myself most of the time. The type of conversations I have with people were kind of like beyond
Over the top.
ahead of the time, and and a lot of girls didn't understand that. So it's to the point where I kind of like were pushed off, and I'm like, well, whatever. So I was actually dealing with this girl, and it was like we became friends. We got close. I didn't know it was a lot of ulterior motives behind the whole situation. I found that out later. But the fact that I lost my virginity with this girl, Um, I pretty much like, you know, had a cool bond with her. But come down the line, it was a lot of stuff. It was like she changed over the time. I kind of did too, but anyway, changed over the time. It wasn't for the good in a lot of ways. It was to the point where you started to see a lot of stuff with me the type of person I am. I'm a little bit too loyal, and I'm looking like, well, okay, you have your faults. I'm not gonna actually like knock you for your faults, but I you know, I'm not gonna try to change a person for what they are. It is what it is. You know, try to come up with a compromise. Didn't work out that way. So it became to the point where she was like kind of controlling, and I look at it now as like, well, I allowed myself to be in that position, but you know, going into it, I had this little thing in my head, in the back of my head as well. Like I thought she was cheating, but I could never find out. It's like when you actually like know something is wrong, you know, you can't shake it. You either, I'm thinking like maybe I'm paranoid, maybe I'm thinking too much.
I know that feeling.
No, yeah, that shit was.
Your intuitions can be turned up so high that somebody could just be talking to somebody else, just talking.
Yeah,
and you can sense
and the
that
type of person.
they give you a sensation of they're cheating. So you
Yeah,
guys got to look at the fact that a lot of you guys on this panel are very special. I'm telling you.
I'm an empath when it comes to that. It's like I have a huge connection. If I get a connection with a person, I can feel it. So it was to the point where like I had a connection with her, and it's like I felt like something was wrong, and I couldn't figure it out. It's like I couldn't just like point at what she was doing or who she was doing it with, you know. So time goes by. We got a lot of argument. It was to the point where we wasn't clicking at all. We was just like, and then on top of that, my sickle cell and I was having migraines out the ass. So it was like I was like, and being stressed out, it made shit worse on me. Like my own peoples was like, man, you lost weight. I'm like, weight? What you talking about? Like, no, I really did lose weight because the thing is, when I get stressed like that, my sickle cell, like, I'm going to the hospital. A lot of times being sick, even though I was like working a lot, not actually the type of person I am. If there's something on my mind, I'm gonna stay active. I'm not trying to like sit around the house and let this shit beat me up. I'm gonna just stay active. So I was pretty much like staying active, and I wasn't home a lot because I was always working. It's like I would literally like do 24-hour shifts. Like when I used to work at IHOP and shit, I used to do 24-hour shifts. Do a 12, then I'm gonna do another 12, and it's like sometimes I might not sleep for 3 days because I'm trying to like, you know, myself for, you know, us, me and the girl who I was with. So that's the type of person I am. It's like if I'm getting it, I'm getting it. So come to find out, like she had some text messages in her phone, and I don't know what made me just go on her phone, but I did. And I end up checking out these text messages and some shit from my mom's whatnot, and I saw my best friend in there. I'm like, the fuck? So yeah, that shit right there was like, oh, okay. So I end up, and I'm like, man, it's like boiled emotions and mixed emotions, but you can't act on them because you know what's gonna happen. So those moments, I'm like, look, if I have an emotional dialogue with the situation, I know what it's gonna lead to. Like, calmly talk about it. I did. I calmed down, and I was actually proud of myself because explode because there was a lot of stuff I was like a pent up a lot of pent up aggression I had over the years from other people, but I never like per se. I never did it like to the point where I was like, I'm gonna just spaz out on you for no damn reasons. Like, nah. I'm the type of person, if you piss me off, you go get that pissed off person. You piss me off. Nobody else.
Right. You don't have displaced anger issues.
Yeah. But I didn't actually like
that's good.
Just point my finger and it's like I'm gonna blow up at you. Was like, nah, if you pissing me off, you just go get this. You pissing me off.
Be specific. Be specific.
Yeah. So I talked to her about it, and the first thing I got was like, why you going in my phone and all this and that, and it led to a huge ass argument. The fuck? So all this, I ain't shit. Emotional it as a man that I'm pretty sure every man on this panel like heard a woman has told them before that, and it's like she, you know, pretty much like on some real dumb shit, and it's to the point I'm like, all right, I tried to be cool with it, so now I'm pissed off about this whole situation. So it just went to a whole argument for like 3 days. It's like I even confronted my best friend about it at the time. He was like, nah, this ain't what it is. And I'm like, dude, like, seriously? You're not even stupid. I swept the shit under the rug. I said, you know what? If I ever be God guns, I'm just sweep the shit under the rug and just go keep going. I was dumb enough to do that shit. Fuck that, I'm gonna cut it off. Come down the line, you know, we separate for a little bit, but like I want to say a month into it, she told me she was pregnant. And I was like, it was to the point I was like, okay, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm just like, okay, I can deal with you. I can deal with the kid. So it's like we talked it out and worked it out, and ended up getting back with this chick. So come down to the situation. You know, I was there for the child. I was there. So we all started to gel a little bit more. And if I'm pausing, I'm actually like trying to remember it because this shit still kind of fucking affects me on right now. So I'm just letting y'all know this. Like if I'm doing a little bit of pausing. What happened was, you know, me and I was really close with the little girl. And, you know, like I said, we was all gelling and the whole like slump of arguments. It's like we stayed arguing all the time. It was like we couldn't get along. The only reason I didn't bounce fully is because of the child or whatnot. And then on top of that, I'm used to like being in a broken home. It's like I seen me actually like not want to just quit the whole situation because I seen my pops and my mom's like divorced at a young age, and it really did affect me. Right. I always had this thing like, nah, I'm gonna try to make this shit work so we can like fix this. I'm the type of person that I like to fix shit. You know, it can be done. I'm willing to do it. So it's like if I'm willing to do it, I'm pretty sure you're willing to do so.
Like a challenge.
So yeah, it pretty much was. I'm nobody, but if my hands are tied, my hands are tied.
That's right.
So, you know, do it. You know, my daughter is loving me like nothing at this time, and it's like we're pretty much inseparable. But at the same time, I'm working a lot, and she's barely working, but I'm busting my ass. That was another dumbass mistake I actually did.
Well, you learn from your mistakes, man. You went down. Go ahead.
So, well, at the time, it's like I was just like goo-goo-eyed and in love and whatnot. And when I go back at it, I'm like, damn, that was kind of dumb of me to do some shit like that because I allowed this person to do that. Me being the type of person I am, I really allowed myself to do that. I got fucked over because I fucked myself over.
If that didn't happen, you wouldn't know what to do and what not to do today. So that happened, so you would be a better person and be more knowledgeable of what to do and what not to do today. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Right.
sometimes things gotta happen for you to learn from to be a better person later. So that's why I always tell people you're not stupid, you're not dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just had a lesson to, you had a lesson to learn early in your life. That's all. But go ahead,
Yeah.
I'm listening to you, man.
So me and my daughter were like, inseparable, but at the same time I was working like crazy. But the times I would spend with her were the times where I was like walking around like a zombie. I was sacrificing sleep just to stay up with her. But, in the process, she would wear me out. But I had to do what I had to do for her. So like I said, me and my ex-fiance, we wasn't gelling at all. And it came to a situation of like, my best friend at the time, he needed somewhere to stay. And I was like, and go down the line where me and my ex-fiance was like, it was like a fuck it night for me. I was like, man, I don't care anymore. We were not seeing eye to eye for like almost, I want to say, I mean, we had our moments where it was like, oh, it's all good. Then it should just go down to shit. It'd be like maybe 2 days out the week, it'd be like good. Then all of a sudden it just goes straight to hell. But like, cause we went on the 6 month of like, as far as like, I don't want to deal with you at all. And it got to one night. Well, no, it actually got to one day, one morning. I got off from work from around by like 7 in the morning. And I've been at work since 5 in the afternoon the previous day. And to sleep. And I think I was only asleep for an hour. And the first thing she do is like the baby start crying. I'm like knocked out. She shakes me and pushes me, talk about like the baby crying. I'm like, are you serious? Like I just got in here. Are you serious? Like it's like I gotta go back to work in a few hours and you just like go daughter. But bro, are you serious? Like really? And she's like, fuck it, I do it myself. Yeah, it's like you don't never do shit. I'm like, bruh. So at that moment, it got to the point where I was like, man, fuck this. I'm not dealing with this bullshit no more. She like, cause I mean, she was known to actually like be emotional. Well, yeah, emotionally like disruptive towards me. But it's like a couple times she actually has put her hands on me, and it's like I'm like, nah, I'm gonna end up holding your ass down to the bed. So she ended up hitting me. Like I'm half asleep, and she like punched the shit out of me in my chest, and I'm looking like, the fuck? So I'm looking like, man, this chick just hit me. I'm just like, in my head, it's like when I'm half asleep, I really don't know what the fuck going on. So I felt like, a fucking bat just hit my chest because she hit hard. And I was like, damn, bro, like what the fuck? So, and I was like, man, fuck that. That last time she tried to swing, I ended up slinging her ass to the bed, but I know how I am when I get mad. It's like when I actually, like when she swung at me, I threw her ass to the bed, pinned her down, and she was, to the point where she actually tried to like really swing at me on the bed, and I'm up there grabbing her, and I'm like holding her tight. So she actually like had marks on her arm. Like, nah, man, it's like this shit gotta end. So she was like, fuck you and all this and that. I end up getting my shit and I end up bouncing out. And, I'm at work. She ended up calling me at work and like talk about, all right, we need to talk tonight because I don't think this is gonna work. I'm like, yeah, this shit's not gonna work. So we broke up that night and come down to the fact that she ended up telling me like she hooked well, yeah, her and my best friend like got together as far as like hooked up and shit. And I'm like, really? Like
Damn.
this, yeah, on some real shit. So I'm looking like, okay, all right. I took it, the type of person I am, I'm really mentally strong. So it's like in my head, I'm screaming all out loud and shit, but on the physical side, I'm real calm. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just deal with this shit. But I'm gonna actually like be here for my daughter because it's like I didn't trust that motherfucker. And I damn sure didn't trust her because it's like I didn't want my daughter to run around looking at me like I hate you and I can't stand you and all this shit and that. Like she know me. So it's like, okay, she left my room and I had my own room and shit, but I still had my daughter and whatnot. I stayed in that fucking house just for her, just for that kid. So hey, I'm gonna fast forward. It came to one day where this motherfucker had the gumption to say that's his child and all this and that. And I'm looking like, okay, this was about to happen. I ended up calling my brother, and it's the only thing I could tell him. I was like, yo, you better come get me because I'm about to go to jail. Click. Hey, way on the north side. I was like in the middle of town. They way on the north side of town. Them motherfuckers was there like 5 minutes. Literally. Because it was to the point I was like, man, I'm about to take my daughter. We about to get the fuck out of here. It was all brazen and bold and shit. I'm like, dog, I'm not gonna actually like fight you in front of my daughter. But if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Next thing you know, my brothers came in, and my brother and my pops came in there. And my brother was like, man, this is when he first got out the army. Well, this is when he first got home from Haiti or whatnot. And he was like, man, somebody about to get their ass murked in this bitch. So I got my daughter. We all, try to diffuse the situation. I was like, man, fuck that. Fuck what happened to him, if anything. So end up getting my daughter, roll out, went to my mom's crib, and me and my baby brother went to go work out. And next you know, this chick calls me, talk about like your family acting like a bunch of idiots and all this and that and whatnot, just causing all types of stupid shit. I was like, man, fuck that. I ain't got time for you. Hung up the phone, and she ended up texting me like, I'm calling the police on you, actually like taking my daughter and all this and that. So I ended up leaving the gym, went home, and I had to talk with my mom, my pops, and my brothers and whatnot. We all had that sit down and it was like, what you want to do? And I'm like, I'm not trying to like give up my daughter. So I'm looking like, okay, I have no choice because it's like go through this already, and she didn't want to go home. She really didn't. So I'm looking like, well, fuck it. Took her home, got my stuff, most of the stuff. Then the cops was there. He talked to me for a little bit. I said, I'm coming back tomorrow to get the rest of my stuff, and then I'm done with this whole situation. So I ended up leaving, back with my stuff, started packing it up, and that's when all hell broke loose. It went from trying to be civil to some real hood shit, to the fact that they're about to like scrap because this motherfucker like started like threaten my mom and shit. So it was like, nah, we shit about to get handled. So they called the police. The police came in there, started busting the place. Like, man, come out here, whatnot, and start holding guns up and shit because the police talk about how like we had weapons in there and whatnot, and they came in there with their guns drawn and shit. They handcuffed my baby brother. My middle brother bounced out. I was in there. They put me in the squad car and started asking me questions. And next, you know, the situation was diffused though. They heard my side of the story. It was diffused. So after that, I got hit with a restraining order, and I couldn't see my daughter for 2 years. So when that happened, after I got hit with that restraining order, it was like, okay, that 2 years was hell because I didn't actually see her. And then when I did get a chance to see her again, she didn't know who the fuck I was. Like slowly but surely, I was starting to come to grips because they were like, well, you got to do a paternity test because they were like, they saying the kid is not yours and all this and that. So I got hit this shit at once, and I'm starting to like tackle this mentally because I'm really getting ate up with it. So the second year when all this is over with, as far as like the restraining order, that's when I saw her again and she didn't know who I was. I did the paternity test, and it was like at that time I was like, look, if she's not mine, I'm just have to let her go. Turned out the test, and I still got the papers like to me in this box. Turned out she wasn't mine, so I spent most of my time like with that situation. So that was like one of the hardest situations to actually find out because I'm like, wow, this like I got hit with that shit. I had to sign over my rights and shit. It's like over 2, and that's 2 years I'm not gonna get back, yo, for real.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, man,
You know what, man? I commend you for sharing your story, brother. God damn. That's what, the thing that really bothers me about this shit is the fact that when we talk about this, even though I've never been through that, but knowing that there's men that go through this bullshit, it's definitely see, people are under the impression, society is under the impression that we just these creatures with hard exterior like nothing affects us. But what people don't know is, man, sometimes a motherfucker behind closed doors might break the fuck down. You know what I mean?
to be honest with you, that shit did break me. Like she broke me down like 3 times in my life, and the first time she did it, and I was like, okay, I can shake back from that. That's no problem. When the second time she did it, I was like, it was to the point. The first time I dealt with it because nobody saw that shit. Second time, everybody saw it, and I was like, I can't run away from this now because it's to the point where it's like I'm embarrassed and I'm broken down. So what else could you do to me at this point? And it's like it takes a lot for me to break mentally and emotionally. It really does take a lot because I don't get offended by shit no more. It's like a lot of shit really doesn't bother me too much no more. Third time when she broke me was like that situation of a little girl for 2 years, and it's like I grew a bond with this little girl. Like I raised this little girl, and then for you to be like, you had this life, then now I'm taking it from you, like on some real bullshit. And I was like, man, it's whatever. It's like I run around saying like people can equal shit until proven otherwise because of that situation. Because it's like I've been burned so many times to do some shit like that, and it's like you do. I can't be that motherfucker who wants to just run around and burn the world. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that because it's not my nature. Go against my nature and just run around and burn in the world. I could, by all means, I could actually just run around and be like, fuck all these hoes and fuck these bitches and burn the world and just laugh at the shit. I could be that way after all the shit I've been through.
Hey man, what's going on? Y'all starting to sound like a damn Lifetime movie around here.
KP, shit. Damn.
What I'm
Shit.
saying
I
though.
was like, yeah, damn, where's motherfucking Kleenex and popcorn at?
Where's the commercial?
Y'all motherfuckers on a 2-hour rant.
Man, it's like I'm telling. It's like that's a story I don't tell too often. I don't tell that shit at all.
You know what?
So that's
Slacks. I mean, not Slacks. Sorry, Atreyu. All that shit makes. I remember when we were back when I first was getting on this panel with you guys when we were talking about simps and you was talking about some of the songs you wrote and you was talking about I didn't know, and I mean, of course, none of us did. Like now, I totally understand your thought process now. You understand what I'm saying? I totally
yeah,
get it because when you go through all that type of shit, that will really fuck you up to the point where you're like, damn, you know, it makes it hard. You know what I mean? Like I know me, man, personally. I always walked into a situation with my fucking with a wall up. You know, I didn't. You know, I
right,
never even though in my current situation, I look at it for what it is, and I look at the fact that okay, I can't put everybody in a box anymore off the strength that
right,
I haven't been given a reason to not trust this person. But I can
right,
honestly say at the same time, I totally understand. You know, I understand the grief because I understand the thought process. I still get that because of the fact I know how it feels. You know what I mean? Like I've never been hurt to that magnitude, but I've been hurt. So it's like shit, and it's like you. That's why for years I always had this hatred towards the word love. I did. I had a hatred towards that word for the long fucking time because I felt like the people that always told me they loved me were the ones that really didn't. And then that's when I just grew this thing where I was like, I'd rather you be honest and tell me you hate me than a lie and tell me you love me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's why I grew with that mentality. That's how I grew to have that thought process because it was just like, you know, people close to me. You know what I
right.
mean? People close to me. Shit that I'm probably not even gonna discuss on this show until we off air. But the thing is, I've seen it, and it's like, damn, you know what I mean? And when you look, and that's why I like this whole panel off the strength that you have a bunch of people. We don't know what the fuck the next man has been through, but then when we hear these
Right,
stories, we like shit. That's some fucked up shit. But it let us know, we can see some good things, from some of the people here, and then we can see some bad experiences too. Some of these people have been through, and be like, yo, this is cold. Cause like as you telling that story, I was just sitting up here like, wow. Cause I wouldn't, I don't know you personally, like, you know,
right,
but it's just the fact I was just like, I can only imagine. Because see, the thing is, people fail to realize sometimes a person could sit up here like you could sit up here and laugh and joke and shit, but
hmm,
deep down internally, there's always something fucking with you, you know.
yeah,
And that's why when I went to the funeral of that guy who killed himself back in 2008, that's why I was like, this is why when we have the opportunity and see society makes it look like okay, if you go seek counseling or whatever, you're a fucking nut. But I really believe that if we actually utilize the resources that's out there, or we actually sat down and opened ourselves up and talked to somebody about some of the things that's bothered us or what we've been through, then I think it would eliminate a lot of that shit, man. Because I learned one thing, man, because I've had my little moments of wanting to off my goddamn self plenty of times. I've had those moments, but then I always thought about the fact that, okay, if I did this over somebody that I was with, and just because they want to leave, I feel like my world is over. I'm like, no, fuck that. Or even if it's not even a relationship thing, it's just life period. And I'm just like, I don't fucking belong here. Because I feel like that a lot. Like, I'd be like, dude, the way that I think and the way that I am, I do not, I do not belong in this society. Because, I mean, I'm a person that lives on principles and morals, man. And I feel in reciprocation. And I feel like this stupid shit, it seems like the dumb shit is so acceptable now that people can run around, do stupid shit, and be praised for the stupid shit. But when you are an upstanding individual, when you're trying to do right, it's like you have more of a problem than the motherfucker that's running around doing dumb shit. It's like being morally corrupt is like the thing to be these days, and I'm like, I don't belong here. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'd rather go reside with some goddamn aliens at this point. Because I've lost, dude. Like, part of me has lost faith in human mankind, dude. Because somewhere along the lines, and then I'd be worried. I'd be like, damn, I do want to have a family, but I'm like, do I really want to raise a child in this fucking world? With all this fucked up shit, with this, all these weird ass agendas and all this shit where you got motherfuckers running around here telling me, like, imagine me having a son and my son comes and tells me he wants to cut his dick off. How am I supposed to actually, how am I supposed to talk to him? How am I supposed to talk to him about this shit? Like, I mean,
That's
part of
not a
me, I'm
normal
gonna probably,
conversation.
Well, I think you should.
what the hell?
Wait, what happened, Ralph?
I didn't even see him come on here.
Wait, how?
See
Wait, who
Anthony,
calling
just
what?
had to say hi to Anthony.
What up, Anthony?
Oh, damn. I didn't even see Ant. What's up, man?
You be double muting yourself.
Your mic
And
But,
ain't.
not and, and not only that, it would be like I'd be like, what is making you do this? Like, what is going on? Like, I would literally sit my child down and be like, is this something? Is somebody? Is somebody? What's going on? What's happening? Because that is the time where you have to sit your child down and be like, well, what's going on? What's happening? Like,
Why are you guys staying in such bad fucking relationships, man?
Wait, what happened?
Hey, you can't. Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we got you, Anthony.
Yeah, we can.
yeah,
What's up,
we
everyone?
can hear you.
My apologies.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey,
That's
how
all
y'all
good.
doing?
What
Carolina,
up,
boy, I heard you the other day on NBA show. You was going off, woman.
You know how I am.
You was snapping, but I'm listening, guys. Y'all go ahead and do your
But
thing.
check this out for the panel. Why are you guys staying in such bad fucking relationships so long?
I told you why I stayed in mine.
I
Mine
wasn't in
had a
mine
whole.
that long.
Mine was actually drawn in for a little bit. Why? I was actually like in that for a situation. I'm the type of person like at that time I didn't know when to actually like cut a person off, and on top of that, I was still dealing with the fact of uh not trying to be how like my parents were. That was my whole issue. That was like the problem I was dealing with.
Think about this though. You blame yourself.
I already said that. It was like you missed that whole part where it was like,
Man, I fell asleep with you motherfuckers. Stop talking so
Some,
well, it is what it is with that one.
sometimes I'm gonna say sometimes,
Nope,
but sometimes
you only can blame yourself.
I
because
already
You got the
some,
know.
option.
because
I already
sometimes
knew.
Because sometimes it could be your fault. It could be something that you did, or it could be something that y'all both was doing.
Okay,
It just
so if it was your
depends.
fault, you already said it's your fault. If you stay with her and she's fucking you over, it's your fault for staying.
Mm-hmm. You allowing it to be done to you.
You the jackass who stayed.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's
said.
true.
But see, a lot of people got that attitude that they gonna try to make it right. They gonna try to make it do something else. They gonna try to change.
All
They gonna try to get that
all
person to
this
see that
I
way.
said.
That shit.
All
Yeah.
this I already said already.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. And I had
As long
that
as you ain't
attitude.
doing that shit now, you good.
I ain't
Yeah.
fucking with nobody right now because I ain't got the patience. I ain't got the energy to fuck with nobody right now. I really don't have the patience. It's almost to the point where I'm like, I just be like, just fuck it all together because I know people can definitely be just shit. That's just what it is.
Don't allow
The type of person I am is like I know my
But don't allow your past to
Well,
have
I mean,
power
it's
over your
like
future and your present. You understand what I'm saying? Like
my past don't, but it's just the fact that I'm looking at how society is. It's like I don't fucking belong with nobody right now. I don't belong with people, period, because it's to the fact that there's not too many people that can be compatible to me whatsoever. There aren't. And when I actually see choose from, fuck that. I'd rather go out dolo than just be with anybody who actually I'm not selling for shit. I got standards, but I ain't got time for this shit.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. I do agree with you on that, Eddie. That's the biggest thing. Like you done set goals and you got aspirations. And I said, and since I've been on this panel, y'all have really, really empowered me. Cause I said I ain't changing for nobody. I don't give a fuck. My goals is my goals. My standards is my standards. If you can't deal with it, then you need to move on to the next.
There you go. Well said, Ralph.
Yeah, true. Because even Carlotta, thank you, boo. Even Carlotta was like, "Don't never change yourself for somebody else," and I had to realize that. Thank you.
That's that bullshit. Because you know what? That's how people lose themselves. That's how people lose who they are. You spend time dealing with this person right here, and you make changes to yourself because of this person to accommodate this motherfucker in your life. Then that shit don't work out. Then you get to the next motherfucker, and you changing yourself for their ass, and that don't work out. Next thing you know, who the fuck are you?
You don't know who you are because you study.
Right, you done lost yourself around. You done lost yourself along the way. Next thing you know, you depressing on a whole bunch of pills and shit. The devil's a lie. Shit, you stand your goddamn ground. Motherfuckers gotta rotate around you. Fuck that.
And that's you right, Carlotta. You absolutely right. Cause guess what? Brittany sitting over my ex-girlfriend. She is butt hurt, and I told her friend. She called me the other day. She was like, "Why do you won't give Brittany a second chance?" I'm like, bro. I'm not giving her a second chance. You can either take it how you want to take it, or you can either stop talking to me. Bye.
I don't think a man is supposed to be doing all the changing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get into a relationship, the day that you say hi to a motherfucker, that should set the pace right there. There should be no, oh well, let me do this different. Let me be like this. Fuck that. If they took your attention and they liked you the day that you said hi, that should go from there. There should be no more changes and additions and subtractions and shit after that. That's fucked up. That's bullshit.
True.
You guys, y'all better start bucking up.
Dude, this was like when I was like in my early 20s. This was like years ago. This shit hasn't been like since.
Right. I'm just saying for everybody to listen. It's time for men to start bucking up and being men again.
I'm a woman.
Back in my day.
I'm a woman and I'm saying that. Y'all need to like get y'all motherfucking power back and stop fucking playing.
We know, Carl.
For real.
We know.
Boy, shut up, whoop your butt. I'm just saying. No, I just said I would be so proud. I mean, you don't know how fascinating it is to me to hear a bunch of grown ass men speak as grown ass men. It's like being allowed to sit at the round table. Y'all sitting up here admitting to your fault, admitting to the things that, you know what I'm saying, you may have done wrong in your life or may have allowed or didn't have the right insight or this, that, and the third. Y'all admit that shit. That is some powerful shit. You know what I'm saying? That is powerful. If I knew that black men like this existed 13 years ago, I probably would have married them. I'd be where we were right now. For real. But I didn't have that. That wasn't around me. Everybody was on some old, and my mama don't love me. That on that bullshit. Fuck all that. You're a grown ass man now. Handle your business.
That's true.
Fuck all that pep shit.
I had to learn that from you. And see now I learned that straight from you. You should write a book 101 about. You should write a book.
KP, baby, wait a minute, Raphael, honey. KP, you got a good woman. He's a good example for real. You know what I'm saying? He's a good example. Ain't none of that shit. He got a good one. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? That's how your woman's supposed to support y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not supposed to be like, well, I'm gonna let it slide. She mad today, so man, fuck it. They gotta survive on your goddamn planet. You the motherfuckers that make that shit go, you know, do what it do. Stop playing. All y'all men out there listen. I'm a woman and I'm telling y'all, get y'all damn power back and stop playing. Life's too goddamn short to be worrying about, did I do something to her? Is she mad at me? Fuck it!
Carlotta, that you know what? I wish you was at my school tonight because it was I wish you was at my school tonight because you could have spoke to these two dumbass motherfuckers at my school tonight.
I just feel it. I feel it in my heart. It's what I say is not to show off and nothing like that. It comes from my heart, y'all. I mean, I lie to you not. Because I see so much power in the brothers. I swear to God I do. But I see where it's being snatched away. And I see why. You know what I'm saying? And it's like y'all being sitting up here being made to think that y'all the bad ones or y'all doing something wrong. It's this, that, and the third. For 300 fucking years, you're going to keep beating down and you can keep letting stuff get beat down. Y'all got to stand the fuck up.
We went through this last night.
That's true. That's true, Colorado.
Y'all like my brothers. And if y'all like family to me, I'll be damned if I have any of y'all walking on your knees or feeling bad about a goddamn thing. Motherfuckers should feel bad about not having y'all in their life. Don't get it twisted. Y'all motherfucking MVPs and shit acting like bench warmers. Get y'all asses together and stop.
That's Carlotta, if you don't say it, preach. Cause like I need to hear that every day. I need to hear that every now and then. And if I can make that my ringtone, I would. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. I would make that shit my ringtone. Like what you said, I wish I would have met you like 2 years ago when I was breaking 5 phones. Then I wouldn't have broke on them.
I'm honest, Raphael, because to be honest with you, a lot of women don't know how to deliver what I'm saying, but a lot of women feel the way I'm telling you, but they don't know how to say it. What ends up happening, they'll end up like arguing with you guys. You know what I mean? I'm like, you weak ass motherfucker, you punk ass bitch nigga. You know, they'll come out and say shit like that because their mind capacity is not that fucking, you know, extreme or, you know, lengthy or whatever. They don't give it no thought. All they know is that you're supposed to be strong and you're supposed to be the one that makes the decisions and you're supposed to be somebody that they can, you know, like depend on or be the man. Fuck all that having all the money and all that shit. Ain't nobody worry about you having no money. That's the backup situation. That's the backup shit. Because if you ain't acting like a man, it's like you got some money or you ain't got no money. Well, fuck you then, nigga. Everybody expects you to be a man first. Men are expected to be men first.
It's Jesus Christ, Carolina.
Wow, Carlotta. I'll come back in the room and I hear
I want my mama.
It's pretty
But
fucking easy.
but I mean, her
All you
work,
guys out here,
People can get mad at me. I don't care. But I know a lot of females.
Carlotta, your word is power. Dude, I wish I would have met you too.
I say that shit with mad love. You feel me? I say that shit with love from my heart. Because I've heard a lot of shit from a lot of females, man. But they don't know how to say that shit to y'all. They don't know how to say that. They be wanting to quit to call you punk ass niggas and all that old shit. But in reality, when she's saying that shit,
wait a minute. We gotta blackmail somebody. Looking like Anthony done fell asleep.
Oh.
That's all right. He always
Nigga, open his eyes and who?
my beautiful voice.
We gotta blackmail Anthony now.
It's still reserved kicking in.
I'm listening while y'all take care of your business, man.
He used to me. He know I goes on.
Don't throw me in the fire. I'm about to cut my TV on, man. So y'all I ain't sleep, man.
I ain't nobody in no fire.
I was listening to you, Carl. He interrupted. I swear to God, I was listening. I listened to every word.
I know. And if ain't nobody listening, I don't care as long as I'm getting it off my chest and getting it out. Because I'm not speaking for myself. There's a lot of females who want what I do. A lot of females who want to tell y'all this shit, but they don't be knowing how to say it. Because they got their mind right to say that shit, but they be wanting to say it.
True.
Wait a minute, baby. Why do you think some females use all that energy to argue with y'all? You know daggone well from the front time when we lived, we've always been known when motherfuckers take all that use all that energy to argue and fuss, they must better fuck out.
I don't get no argument.
Because it's much easier to
what they need to do is, what you need to do is just go home and just tell your woman to shut the fuck up.
Right. That ain't gonna happen.
I agree with that.
You know what?
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Killed your whole shit with that one sentence.
Wait a minute.
That's not gonna happen.
Wait a minute.
Especially
if she's
this would be a short fucking show, Carlotta. Shut the fuck up.
If a woman is trying to change you into some shit that's not you, exactly, you tell her shut the fuck up. If she's trying to change you into being some old other nigga, yeah, you tell her shut the fuck up.
I'm too broke for her trying to change me. Shit.
Right.
But Carlotta, women do it. Women try to change us all the time, and you know what? Part of it is our goddamn fault because we sit up like, okay, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna change.
Motherfuckers are broke.
Yeah.
And part of it is your fault. When you got something to offer, you got a lot of options.
It's simple. A lot of broke motherfuckers that had a good rap game and shit ain't had no goddamn money, had every bitch in the world. So
broke motherfuckers, they don't have options. So they have to take whatever they can get. If you have something,
that ain't the way I see it.
Yeah, you got options.
How you gonna sit up here and you a broke ass nigga and have better damn females than a motherfucker that got money?
Dang.
Bitches ain't shit.
Hey, Anthony, dog, what you got to say, bro?
Now, I've seen it from that age.
Not a goddamn.
Hey.
That's how I know y'all play.
Right.
Just pour me a cup of that still reserve.
Whoa. Who got problems? Who got problems?
He said he ain't giving you nothing.
That's why I know y'all black men got power.
And you can't have nothing.
I mean, I think at the same time that you're right about that, but it's what they do with it. But it's a platform right now that's evident for people to be able to talk about it. But you can't be coming on here kind of just being like trying to throw everybody on the bus or what happened in your situation that you thinking that other people ain't trying to step up. We got to, uplift the guys. We got to try.
I had to say that one time since I've ever been on a panel, and I put down anybody. I don't put down no man. Anything I say,
uplifting that strong black man.
I'm done.
I'll never put down no black man. That's dead.
I know.
That's the wrong person right there. Oh hell no. I don't preach no put down a brother shit. Oh no.
I know you don't, but what I'm saying, but you get angry at what happened prior. You know, and you got
I
to
get angry with what I see out here today, and a lot of men taking a lot of dumbass shit off of people. This is what makes me mad.
She's sick of seeing black men acting all feminine and shit.
Wait a minute. No, then the ones that's like got that power, then they just be like, you know what? Well, it can't beat them, might as well join them. Next thing you know, they give it the fuck up.
Where's I need them?
We can't do this.
Carlotta. There's a group of men on this panel that's telling you we haven't settled for this shit. That's why we have such a struggle.
I
There's
know.
a group of men that you've been preaching
we live,
to.
yo. We live, Negro. Okay. So you ain't the only one that's
We haven't settled for the crap, but that's the problem is half the time you can't tell y'all anything. And then when we don't settle for the shit, then most of the time we end up alone.
Right, right.
Yeah, with a bottle of
disrespecting your sons, your feminine ass.
Yeah, mama black.
I'm gonna tell you something. Get back to my mom.
What's wrong with being alone?
That's scary talk. I ain't never seen no good dude that was by himself.
I'm a man. I'm a type of man. Hold on. I'm a type of man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. What did you do? This is not so good dude by himself.
No, not genuine.
You pull up that shit or you'll be alone, right?
They get jumped on by a lot of females.
Shut up.
Oh, wow.
Who?
Okay, Dre. All right, you say you deal with that shit or you'll be alone, right?
Who, me?
You said that's the options?
Most of the time, I mean, literally, you can't really ask me. I've been out to dating field for about a year, so I mean, I'm just now dipping my toe back in to see. But I do admit, man, I hear about some of the stuff that you guys talk about and all like that is literally.
Catch these hoes.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this: any woman I meet, I'm gonna tell you all my bad shit right off rip. I'm probably gonna come out with my bad shit so damn quick. You gonna be like, well, damn, are you trying to? The woman will probably think, damn, are you trying to meet me or are you trying to tell me to run? Yeah, I'm just literally, I'm too old for this shit. I'm gonna tell you all the shit right up front.
I agree. I ain't got shit to hide. You damn near 40. What you got to hide? Let's keep this shit moving. You want to be with me or not?
Right.
Don't waste some time.
Right.
I mean, literally, that's just what it is. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, you know.
But you don't want to come out there full tilt psycho, though.
Yeah, only bad thing is I do admit sometimes I may have a problem. I may tell them too much in the beginning. But, I mean, literally, I'd rather tell them too much than not enough. So, it's not a very good.
Yeah. No, you don't want to jump out there talking about, you like to masturbate in a chicken suit. You don't want to do that.
But I don't like to do that, so I'm not worried about that.
You know to keep something.
But I will say this: I feel like it's better to be honest with a woman and just tell her straight out the gate. And then if she want to be with you, she want to be with you. If she don't, then don't. I let women know.
Majority of these motherfuckers don't actually respect honesty worth the shit. They can say that shit, but they don't respect shit honest.
Right
about
exactly.
Well, this is
exactly. The honesty. But you can tell somebody that shit, and they still be just treat you like trash. So what's the difference? I mean, you should wait till they ask you.
It's the quality of women that you're surrounding yourself with, man.
True, that's
true. Stop fucking with these bottom of the barrel bitches. They will respect your honesty.
Get you a white woman, man.
There you go.
Wow, get your white woman.
Why does everybody keep telling me that? Get you a white woman. Get you a white woman. What's gonna be the
connected, bro? Don't get a white woman that was in Chris Brown's house then. Don't do that, man.
No, you're right about that. Look what happened.
but see, that wasn't Chris Brown's fault, though.
Hey, listen, there's probably a black. Hey, there were plenty of black women up there talking about. See, white women do it too when that happens.
Right there.
Look, we should get her picture and make a meme. See, white women do it too.
I know. That's gonna be the next swirling campaign. That's going like the swirling H2O campaign now. Hey, white women do it too, but we still get you niggas. I'm good, man.
All right, now let's get back up.
Now,
Okay.
can I get back to my texting, man? Y'all know I'm on the.
Go ahead, text away.
I'm caking, man. I'm a Chicago dude, man. I like the cake, man.
Yeah, let's take it back to high school. Yeah.
I'm a caker, man.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't sipping, but I'm caking.
Yeah, I think when you feel good about yourself, people that are like-minded gravitate more to you. When you feeling like, you know, all down and this, that, and the third, then you'll get down as people gravitating to you.
Right,
But you have to be honest with yourself, because a lot of people sit up there and say, I feel good, but you're not feeling it within yourself. People think if they say some shit 1,000 times, they can make yourself believe it. It don't work like that.
Right.
You got to be honest with yourself before you can expect other people to keep it fucking real. You know what I'm saying?
That's true too. And that's why I'm like, now it's like it's time to get me together. You know what I'm saying? As far as I said, I wasn't going to, you know, date or nothing like that anymore until I get myself together, because like I don't feel like I'm together all the way. I just feel like I gotta work on me a little bit more. And,
Right, you shouldn't
people,
be dating unless you got your shit together anyways. You should not be seriously dating anyone until you get your shit together.
I agree.
That's true.
You
Get
know,
you a
go
pocket
out there
pussy.
and have some fun. But you shouldn't be thinking about being in a relationship until you got your shit together.
But you better make sure she got her shit together too.
Right.
If you got your
Her ass should come after me till I'm together.
be fucking with nobody who ain't got theirs together.
and that brings me to my next point. My brother, he told me this, and I will. And I'll always say my brother was right. Never go with someone that's not doing nothing or that ain't never been through nothing. And I do agree.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we'll take that moment right here. I want to thank you guys for watching the show tonight. Please like, share, subscribe, and definitely hit that donate button down there, because that's what helps keep the show going. Please go ahead and hit the like button now, so that way we can make sure we get plenty of likes out here. Share this video. But we're going back on over here to Carletta here. Should she say that, oh shit, y'all men just need to stand up? I don't know what the hell you talking about. This man has been standing up. That's why we're going through all this trouble.
No, that's not what I meant.
No, Carlotta, hold on, Carlotta.
You have a lot of women that think they got power over men nowadays, and that shit is ass backwards. That's a lie.
It's called child support.
It's called. They do have, women do have power over men. It's called pussy. No.
Yeah,
Carlotta, I'm gonna have to ride with you on this. I'm on Carlotta's side.
Y'all got some powerful shit down there that'll make a man
Well, that's why y'all keep getting fucked up ass females. That's why you chasing.
You're absolutely right. I'm on Carlotta's team. Y'all motherfuckers need to stand up and be men. Why y'all sit up here falling victim?
Yeah, no fucked up female. Just down where?
I agree. I said it. I agree. So you can't complain when shit turn around and it comes back on you for fucking with an old bum ass broad. Come on, man. Grow the fuck up, man.
Because you need some pussy, you don't know what a rubber is?
Right. Or you sit back and get a bum ass broad pregnant, you know what I mean? You sitting back here complaining? No, bro. You better
just be honest. Most dudes, you gonna travel across town to get some ass with some chick. You done pass 5 or 6 gas stations.
Wait a minute. Nobody said nothing about having babies though. How we get on babies and shit?
Man, bro, that's one of the real statements unheard, man.
Yeah, like how do we get here?
Hey, somebody need to put that.
Most of the guys that come to this channel got some old bum ass chick pregnant.
Right.
And then it's excuses afterward.
Gas stations.
She a bum bitch. Oh, you knew she was a bum bitch. You passed 20 gas stations and stores. You went and got some weed and all that shit, liquor.
Look how this strong black woman got Anthony and KP. Look at that.
Oh my God. Hey, that's somebody put that on the t-shirt. Matter of fact, you know what I mean?
Get you a bottle of Hennessy. You couldn't afford no rubber.
That's what's up, bro. I agree with you on that one.
Just
I
pull
can't
out
believe
and wear a
somebody finally
condom. It's so
said this
simple.
shit. I can't believe somebody finally said that there was a man at the same time.
I could always man up and say.
Why is that not common
I'm
sense?
just saying.
This shit
I
should be
don't
common
understand why
sense.
people get mad and
Absolutely.
you know bitches ended up getting pregnant or whatever. It's like, oh, didn't you fuck this bitch? I mean, did you not wear a condom? I mean, what? You can't believe everything a female says.
I think
common sense.
I
They
think.
act like they from third world countries and shit.
I mean, but come on now, but it could go vice versa because you got women that's thinking the same thing.
You can't depend on what the woman says. You got to know what you want.
Oh, y'all
Yeah,
killing me.
and if a motherfucker's that's stupid to believe a chick when she says she's on birth control.
Hell yeah.
No, what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
How do women like in Chicago?
Hold on. Switch it.
No.
You got women out here that know this nigga ain't about shit, that she should make him use protection, and she don't, and she sit there like this motherfucker nut in her, and then she sitting there complaining that she got pregnant by this nigga. No, he wasn't shit.
I don't feel bad for her. Fuck her.
Yeah, thank you, KP. Thank you, KP. I don't give a fuck.
Because the nigga still got an option to put on his goddamn condom.
But pussy fall out.
I mean, it goes both ways. It's a two-way street.
Look, long as you know you got your shit straight.
Overall, who gets fucked? The man, though.
Long as you know you got your shit straight, you can't want it at the end of the day.
Man, I swear we on reruns of one season.
This guy, he should already know, regardless, if I get this girl pregnant, I'm going to get fucked in the end.
Right.
What? I want to know. I want to know why it's not common sense.
It's not like
That's why I can't talk about it.
Go out the door.
Oh, because they had single mothers.
I can understand that. You the first guy.
Man, just be like, ah. But lucky for me, man, I only got 2 kids. 2 more, look as y'all say.
He said, I only got 2 kids.
Sure.
I don't have it.
I can understand. Look here for men out here.
No, I got 2. I'm finna be 40 years old, sir. So stand down with that.
Okay.
I got an 11-year-old. I got a 9-year-old. Both of them got A's. So 2 boys. Yeah, I was being sarcastic about that, but
that don't mean. Wait a minute, Anthony, you really taking the credit?
Go ahead, Anthony.
Joking. Damn, I can't see me. I can't joke.
So you were joking about having 2 kids?
No, I wasn't saying joking. That you say I'm taking it serious, and I'm not. Right. I'm actually a proud father.
I said you took it out of context.
No, I was trying to leave that one alone.
What alone?
That where you going? Where you trying to go?
Where am I going?
I'm looking at my Texas flag.
Okay. We cool. Take another sip, dog. We cool. Take another sip. We cool.
Y'all tripping, man.
I'm out of there, man.
Straight up.
My kids is gone, man. Can you, man, email me something, man? Can you email me a sip or something, bro?
Like I said, email me a drink.
Can you keep paying me, man? Buy me, you know what I mean? Keep paying me, man.
When I'm actually stressed out about baby mamas and shits.
Man, I scoop it out the screen, man. I just be like, yeah, man. Like,
that proves, bro, you don't need no more, bro. That nigga said, email me a drink. That nigga said, I'm smoking me a drink.
I'm gonna be like this motherfucker, like, man, thanks, like, boy. That's my nigga there, boy. Man.
Pause, motherfucker, pause.
Slack, the minute you start emailing this man a damn drink, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, don't do it.
Nah, I'm good, man. We'll think about it, man. We'll figure something out, man. For real. You know, like technology, man. Man, the latest stages. We're going
Star Trek of the Jetsons.
Look, man, I ain't finna be sucking on some juice packs or some shit. Something, man. I'm good.
I see. Remember the things in there? Little juice.
Right.
Free fun.
Oh, shit. Stop, man. I'm texting, man. My ex is texting me now, fellas. I'm trying to have
so you trying to get that child.
Hey, look. Here, let me show you something. Wait a minute. Look. Anthony. Now look, when you get a text from the ex, what you do is this: you go up in a little corner right there, and you hit block. You do that, you're fine.
No, because it's just this has been like a one for a Tuesday. This been an interesting Tuesday. You know, I usually don't get this type of action, so.
It's an interesting Tuesday.
So I'm just enjoying it.
Action Tuesday. Action Tuesday.
You know what I mean? You should call this Digital Tuesday, man. Like all this shit that's going on right now. Matter of fact.
Turbo Tuesday.
You know what I mean? I think I need to, man, y'all need to send me e-drinks. Not just from Slack. I just need people, man. I need 5 e-drinks. I send my email.
All right, look, this is what we do. Right, we said there. Go ahead, everybody. We're taking up a donation. Y'all go ahead and donate to Debating Woes, and I'll go ahead and send Anthony an e-drink over there. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit that donate button down there, and make sure that's because that's what keeps the show going right there.
Okay, I just fun. Can have some more fun.
A drink over there. Get him a better can of beer. Get him a bottle instead of another can of that Steel Reserve.
Or get him a bottle of Hennessy.
Anthony put Kool-Aid package in 40 ounces.
Oh man, that's what y'all on. Come on, man, we ain't on that.
There you go, Anthony.
Damn.
or y'all can just give me a bottle of Hennessy. I'm starting to break out of shit.
Oh damn, a man brings out Heineken's. Oh, okay. That's all good. Oh my God, y'all is shit. Look, man, I ain't here for the entertainment, man, like that, man. Come on, Dre, you got to entertain your panel, man. I was talking to my ex right now, so you know.
Oh, damn.
Can I get back to my business, fellas? You know what I mean?
No. No.
When I get that email, then
here's the question. Wait a minute. Your ex is calling you at 11:30 at night. The only thing that I think that's open at 11:30 at night
is legs.
Is that gas station down the street? That gas station down the street is open. And guess what I got right now?
Gas station, right? Go get your brothers in that gas station.
And you know, I keep these. They vital. Guess what I got? I get to
Walmart.
$3.
$1 each.
Oh, $2. I was wrong.
You better be careful when you buy them ones from the store. Them be them fake condoms. It don't work.
I don't care. I'm going to take my chances. Fuck it. Shit. It's two. So
he said he don't care. He going to take his chances.
Look,
prime example.
Like, I got 2 condoms.
Right.
I got 2 condoms.
Man, you gonna make me play that song, boy. I got 2.
Please don't.
Condom.
I'm done, man. Look.
One for the bed and one for the blow.
Shit. Man, no, one for the driveway. Hey, shit coming up in this motherfucker. Fuck that. I mean, if she switch up there, yeah. Shit. Damn Skippy.
You know she moving in, Anthony, dog.
Why y'all fucking with me, man? Why?
Because
why?
Because we love you. If we didn't love you, we wouldn't fuck with you.
I know, but it's Tuesday. Wait till Friday to fuck with Anthony, man.
It's drink. It's
no. It's Tuesday. Come on, man.
Happy hour on a Tuesday, dog. Come on,
man. Why y'all want to fuck with me, man?
Well, y'all can fuck with me. Y'all can fuck with me tomorrow because I'm about to get wasted at my friend's birthday party because they drinking. Oh yeah, I'm good.
Shut the fuck up, KP. You know, it's Tuesday. It's today.
That's what's up, man.
I'm about to get wasted at my friend's birthday party because I'm like, what's your personal preference? What's your personal preference? what's your drink of choice is? I'm like, it's Hennessy. She like, okay. She was like, you don't be drinking the Patron? I said, hell the fuck no. Tried that shit. I tried that shit one time. It'll put some hair on your chest for real.
Yeah, that shit will put you on your ass. Unless you got two,
ain't that bad.
you know, like I got two. No, you gotta think about certain food, man.
Wait, y'all fall out over Patron? What the hell?
No, it's when you drink a certain liquor. Listen, let me got some advice. When you drink a certain liquor, you need to listen to certain songs. You drink a Patron, listen to Biggie, man. It keeps you level. Don't like when you drink it dark, don't listen to Tupac. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna make you violent, man. You gonna hear that dun 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 dun. Man, you
Listen
could
to
be ready
DMX.
busting motherfucking windows and shit, showing that your ex-girlfriend. Matter of fact, let me make sure. Oh no, I ain't drinking Hennessy. Okay.
I listen to the most cool shit, and I don't have no problem.
But everybody say when I say I drink Hennessy, they be like, you drink that old dark liquor? Yeah, that's my personal preference, and I don't drink like that. Like I told Trey over here, I'm a social drinker, so I only drink at parties, concerts, and.
But as long as you enjoy yourself, that's all what matters, though. But
yeah,
music though, I just be like, no. When I start hearing like Tupac, when I'm drinking dark music, if I'm drinking dark and I hear Tupac, I leave because I get violent. I'm gonna get violent.
Damn, you don't need to listen to what I listen to then. Your ass will probably just like murk everybody in the room. Then I'm saying.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, like when I drink certain liquor, I gotta listen to certain music. You know what I mean? I mean, like some of that white music, man, you gotta listen to. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't that type of dude, but sometimes like that Lauryn Hill, that misunderstood. You know what I mean? Hey, I mean that's a good album, but it's like fuck it.
Yeah, I listen to X Factor. Even though I know what y'all gonna say. It's a simple song, but fuck y'all. I love me some Lauryn Hill. I love R&B music, period, for that matter.
That's how motherfuckers had them threesomes, because I was like, damn, he like Lauryn Hill, yeah, oh yeah, okay. You nigga ain't treating them right. I'll be like, all right, come on.
What the hell is you talking about?
Cause that was that. Like I love Lauryn Hill. And besides, I like
what I do wrong, man. Why I'm getting roasted, man.
Who roasted you?
I'm laughing at this.
I can roast too, bro.
Who was roasting? Who roasted anybody?
KP, bro.
Oh, KP. Oh, okay.
Why
I'm crazy, dog.
God damn, what coach at, man?
I don't know.
Let me just.
This motherfucker said, "Where coach
at his ass?" Hey, that's my nigga, man. That's my dude. But it, man, like I said, man, you know,
I cannot wait till my dreads grow like Anthony's over here. I'm gonna be like, yes. I'm gonna be like, yes, because I can wash my freaking hair. I cannot wash it.
Hey, do me a favor. One favor. Make sure you don't get on cam drinking malt liquor. Okay? Don't do that.
Hey, what?
I wonder who did that shit.
Don't get on cam drinking malt liquor. Don't get on here drinking this. Don't do it. All right?
Don't do what?
That shit look like shaving cream.
Oh my! What the hell?
It's Bud Ice.
Let's just say ice.
It's not malt liquor, man. I was just saying something nasty, man.
Your stuff hanging down. My stuff is starting to hang, but I just can't wait till it locks.
It gets that, bro. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Trust me.
Because
I'm 3 years in, Ralph. So I'm 3 years in. So you get that.
I know I'm gonna get there because my stuff is really starting to lock. It's really starting.
God, dog.
It really is. So it's gonna get fuck y'all. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there, Anthony.
Oh no, I know it is. It's probably gonna be longer than mine. So you all good. though. It's all good.
Okay.
Whoa.
I don't know what the fuck.
Whoa. Now let me get that deep. What y'all trying to say?
I
am not a part of anything right now. I am spectating. I'm actually in the other hangout right now.
I got you.
Wait, Anthony, because my family, they teasing me because my hair is kind of, my dress, they looking nappy as fuck. But as soon as I get them done, they be like, it look nice, but they don't like the nappy effect of it. I'm like, well, you do realize, if you're not getting it done on a 3-week basis, which I don't have money for, if you're not getting it done on a 3-week basis, it's going to get nappy at some point.
Right, but that's how I grow. That's how I grow.
Right.
But let's get off the let them because they think we tripping because we talking about him, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, do your thing, fellas. Do your thing, fellas. I'm finna get back to text my ex. I got, like I said, I got 2 condoms, man.
Oh, bro, y'all tripping. Y'all hardcore tripping.
I'm just talking shit, y'all. Y'all do your thing, man.
But I know that because my whole family making fun of me because they like, you should just get a haircut. I'm like, man, I've been getting my haircut for 21 years. I'm done with that, and I got real good hairs. It's just gonna take me some time. But when they lock, I'm gonna be so grateful and so happy because that means I can wash my hair whenever the fuck I get ready and I don't have to go back and forth to the shop. Cause that shit, it kills your pockets after a while. Yeah, it kills your pockets after a while. But in the long run, it's gonna be worth it. Cause I'm gonna be like, I'm going to, and they're gonna see. They're gonna be like, Raphael, you went through a struggle with your dress. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know. And they're gonna be like, the whole family gonna be like, Raphael, you should keep your dress. No, but for real, seriously, my brother's girlfriend said she really loved my dress, and I feel like that was kind of weird because that's my brother's girlfriend. But whatever.
Right.
But I mean, people say they like my dress. They like that I'm trying something different and I'm not being like everybody else. Boring haircut. But here's the best thing about having dreads. I don't have to wait on nobody to come cut my hair. Cause that shit right there, it was getting on my nerves.
All right, I got a question for you guys. Name some how you doing, Carlotta? You're back now again after you dropping in and out. Shoot, name a difficult choice you done made in life. You made your difficult choices, your internet provider or whoever you got your router through.
I was getting phone calls. Every time a call comes through, it bumps me off of here.
Oh, you call it Anthony, huh?
Oh, no.
That's who she was on the phone with. I was saying he gone and she came back.
You are a fool. You know, damn well I ain't going to win.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't
What was the question, Drake?
On his way to your house.
He probably sitting on the toilet
He's saying, name some difficult choices in life you have made. I made a difficult choice right now, and I say that I'm actually going to go back out here into the dating world after I said I wasn't anymore after that last.
That's because
that's
they
a
never
difficult
go
choice right there.
Other shit ain't got no power over me. That's why.
Choices like that.
Huh?
I already made my choice. What the fuck?
You said what now?
God damn. I already made my that whole story was my damn difficult choice, especially like the ending of it where I actually had to like give up my rights. That was the most difficult situation. After that, I don't think anything else can make it difficult in my life anymore. I pretty much already passed that point.
I don't think I've had any.
You have, but you probably just don't know.
I've learned everything from my experience.
That's you still made a choice though.
Yeah, it can't be a difficult choice. Listen to Carlotta's
But
voice.
ain't nothing still fucking with me.
Right about
I
that.
know I'm trying to think like of something difficult that's still fucking with me today. It's like I can't. I'm honest to God, I can't think of anything because I made myself understand all
I
of
know a
the
difficult choice. A difficult choice in me in life was actually to learn to control my anger. Where I used to be like, man, I used to be a real bad, person. Where to the fact is, man, I can tear you down with some words. And I said that I was going to turn over a new leaf and never bring that person back out of me again. It's been tested a lot of times, but man, like the only time I really sit there and talk about people is when we joking. That's the only time you're going to see me, when we laughing and joking.
Right.
I mean, I used to be the type of person, I'd be in Walmart just dogging. I remember my son's mother, you'd say, I just look at her, she know you about to talk about somebody nearby. Now, we wouldn't always say it to their face and all that, but it was just bad. We just go hard on people.
Right.
I still go hard on people because I feel like women, how they dress it, especially in Detroit, they dress like they want to, and then they wonder why all these men be wanting to talk to them and be wanting to touch on them and all this because of the way you dress it. That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
That's just me because I still go hard on people. I ain't gonna lie, I do, but it ain't nothing because I really want women to stop dressing like that. Because if you dress like that and you expected me to just not, not pay you no attention.
Right.
You dressing like you.
Oh, that's their whole point, is to get your damn attention.
All right. But they basic though. That's the only thing about it. Like, that's all they have to offer. It's because they basic as shit.
Yeah.
Learn to walk away. Yeah, I learned to walk away. I don't have that problem anymore. I mean, back in the day, only way you can really get on me, you hit me, then we're gonna really have some problem there. I do admit I probably won't walk away from that. I probably had to be digging a hole in my basement to put your body in afterwards. I don't got the freezer room.
Put them in a can, a barrel.
No, you gotta freeze
them.
Now you gotta freeze them first, because that way when you dismember them, it cuts down on the blood spatter.
Shit, they got. Yeah, you TMI. Put their ass in the bayou and they'll be straight.
You want the FBI listening to your shit.
You on that first 48 shit.
Okay.
It's gonna take more than 48 hours to solve that type of case.
Yeah. You right about that shit.
Hannibal Lecter Jackson and shit. What the fuck?
What?
I'm so into first 48. In the first 40, how you go to jail and you snitched? Like, they be getting 25 years. Like, how you go to jail and you still? How you go to jail and you snitch?
How your voice get that high, boy?
Because you don't want to go to jail. That's why.
Look at Ralph. Let me explain something to you. Ralph. Let me explain something to you.
Philadelphia shit happened from Earth, Wind, and Fire reasons. Golly, your voice got
Damn it, Carlisle. But no, Ralph, let me explain something to you.
Ralph not no good.
Snitch. Your biggest mobsters that actually ran the fucking streets and shit snitched on everybody. Like Sammy the Bull. Yeah. Your boy Whitey Bulger, he snitched. He was actually an informant for the FBI. So these low yeah, they pretty much, Lucky Luciano had to be caught up on what was it, tax evasion and shit. So I mean, you had all these gangsters. Everybody snitched, dog. You have to. So it's like,
I mean, especially when the heat start getting hot, You have to.
But no,
Otherwise, they
put
go
it to you like
fast.
this.
You gonna get caught.
Put it to you like this. Would you rather have the police on your ass, or you actually like have them on payroll and be like, okay, I can give you somebody here and somebody there to actually like keep you off my ass? Everybody. That's why it trips me out when these motherfuckers be like, no snitching. Nah, motherfucker, everybody snitch.
Thank you.
There's nobody who's
on a low level, the no snitching thing is kind of good because you got cops that will tell the criminals who the fuck told as far as when the neighborhood is concerned.
not if you put them on payroll. Not if you put them on payroll.
That's why they tell you as citizens. No, wait, that's why they tell you as citizens don't snitch because a lot of cops are on fucking payroll. You see what I'm saying? And that shit will get back to the very motherfuckers that y'all done told on. And next thing you know, you getting a Molotov cocktail thrown through your fucking window.
Oh yeah, that I already know. But as a civilian, see, that's what trips me out. And they got used to have rules to this shit, and that's what pisses me off. That I'm like, y'all actually like confusing actual street rules and the civilian rules. Because if it's to the point, it's like I'm a civilian. If I see a murder happening across the street, something about that. I have no ties to your shit. But if me and Dre are actually going to do and actually like possibly kill him, he actually telling on me that's snitching because we was in this shit together. It's right. If a civilian actually tells on somebody, that's what the fuck they supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm like this. Like if me and you did something, if me and Atreyu did something and we did it together and it was just me and him, neither one of us should tell.
Right. That's a code we have.
By no snitching.
But the cats know how to run each other against each other though.
No, but
they'll
this
tell
is
you that Atrio said this, that, and the third, and you get mad that your emotions take over and be like, what that nigga said? No, fuck that. No, this would happen. That's how they get niggas to snitch. Right. They play on the emotions of a motherfucker because they'll sit up there and lie and say Atrio said this, that, and the third, but they be lying. But niggas though, they be getting all emotional like, oh, that nigga would say that? Well, this is what really happened. See, that's how the fuck they play. What's scary to me is, remember, I think I told you, Dre, how I called the police. It was something minor that happened. It was in the middle of the night. And a lady, they had one of those homes in our block for the mental people, but we didn't know nothing about it. Well, anyway, she walked out the house and had no shirt on and had a titty doll exposed and went and sat on somebody's porch. So I called the police, right? They came out, said something to her. I'm looking out my window. The fucking police turned around and was pointing to my fucking house.
Oh, wow.
Wow, right?
Yeah.
Somebody
that's that bullshit. That's the same thing if I called and said Pookie shot this motherfucker on the corner. Guess what's gonna happen? They gonna pull Pookie ass up. Well, Miss Gomez that lived right there, 1602, on that block said that they seen you. Pookie gonna sit up there and say, nah, man, I ain't do shit. They gotta cut Pookie loose in 24 hours. Guess what Pookie gonna do? He gonna call motherfucker and be like, yo, that bitch that lived such and such and such and such, that bitch be snitched. Wow. That's how that shit go.
Right.
Cops be getting motherfuckers killed. And just like when I seen on the detective's desk one time, he had a paperweight. It said more crime, more overtime. How about that?
But they only pay attention to petty shit. If they pay attention to something that's gonna get a good bit of them. But like for instance, the feds. If it's something that's to the point where, like for instance, I know y'all seen that movie Snitch with The Rock, where he actually his son got caught up.
Yeah.
Now they'll pay attention to shit like that. If you actually got a big bus for him, that's actually like go be some money. That bus was some money.
Some high profile.
Whoever snitched on him, on something like that, they ain't gonna pay attention to that small shit, that nickel and dime shit. That's pretty much what they that shit in the street. That's nickel and dime shit to them. But if you got some shit that's like go make that long paper, oh yeah, they'll put you in the witness protection program and they'll do all types of shit. Like,
the thing is, in Baltimore, they don't put you in no witness protection. They make your ass all lay it out there, your ass be dead by the time trial comes. And what's fucked up, they put your name and say you're the one that's testifying against somebody. They put your fucking name in the document and give it to the motherfucker that responded. Because it's their right to know.
I know,
the fuck? Oh man, that's some stupid shit.
Has anybody in here seen Cocaine Cowboys?
Yes.
Okay, you know the okay,
Yeah.
you know the dude who actually like got killed at the the Salvation Army is actually like right up the street where the dude got shot up by the Cubans. Like that happened like right up the street. What's the dude named Glenn something? They put all that main information out there. What time he went to bed and all types of other shit when he got killed.
Yeah.
Oh, like they put his name, they put the place that he was staying, they put the time he was going to bed and time he couldn't have visitors and shit. I like,
But
damn.
they'll make it pretend. They'll make it. This is how the judicial system will work. They'll make it seem like somebody with some high intelligence that was in the criminal world found out the motherfucker's information. In reality, it was their legal ass to put the shit out there.
I mean, yeah, back in the 80s and shit. Just to the point where, like, you know, back in the 80s, I mean, you had Oliver North who actually like ran all that shit. It was to the point where I don't know if you've seen this movie, Kill the Messenger. That's how they actually got the information. I forgot that dude's name, but allegedly he actually committed suicide, but we know what the fuck happened in the real world. Like they killed his ass. I forgot his name, but he if you haven't seen the movie Kill the Messenger, he was a reporter, and this was during when the crack epidemic first hit. And what he did was he went to Nicaragua, and he went down there with Freeway Rick. Yeah, he went down to Nicaragua, and he went down there with Freeway Rick, and he met what's your boy name that was down there? Yeah, he met him, and he was like showing them all around and whatnot, and he was telling them all the the government secrets and shit of all how the drugs were shipped in and all this and that. Put it in the paper, and they said, you had the CIA come in this motherfucker just like, we gotta strip this shit. We gotta make sure this ain't right. They started discrediting him, and you had his newspaper company that wasn't backing him, and he ended up resigning and went on his own. He started digging more into more, and that's why you had Oliver North and everybody else came out and was like, yeah, I did this and I did that. That's this was all a part of Reaganomics and whatnot. And next thing you know, by like in 2000, I think it was 2003 or 2004, he was in his apartment, and allegedly what they said, he committed suicide. And we know what the fuck happened. He didn't commit suicide. Of course they killed him, because it's like that's a secret right there. That's like to the point where it's like you can't run around and say that shit.
That was supposed to have died in that plane crash. The black guy, his last name I think was Brown or something. He was somebody, and he was supposed to die in a plane crash. Come to find out, the government got him killed. And I forgot what his first name was. And he died in a plane crash. He was a black fella. He was somebody, a news person or something to do with a journalist, I think he was. He was a black guy, last name Brown.
I mean, when I look at it, like, yeah, the executive branch of the government had a lot to do with. We know that the executive branch of the government had a lot to do with.
And the CIA is not part of the government either. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I know, but they actually like ran ties to it. You still had ties to a lot of stuff that was connected at that time. So we know that. But and a lot of shit today, I look at it, I'm like, yeah.
But what's funny
is possible and it could be.
Is that with the punch in the faces, they released this information like 30 years later. You know what I'm saying? Like, they let it be known, yeah, we fucked up. Like, yeah, we did some fucked up shit. Like, the government will, like, release, declassify certain documents and shit, like, many years later. And it's like...
Hey, Atreyu.
Wow, really?
What case were you talking about that somebody committed suicide?
I'm trying to remember that guy's name. You ever seen the movie Kill the Messenger? This was during he actually dealt with the crack cocaine epidemic, and he was a reporter. He was the one who actually put it out.
Okay, you're talking about when he broke the story about Rick Ross.
Yeah.
And Oliver North.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That situation.
When he lived in a high rise. He lived in a high-rise condo. There was no forced entrance.
Yeah, we know what happened.
Because actually, there were neighbors who saw people scaling the damn building.
I figured that. I figured that. Because when I saw
witnesses that came out and said, "Hey, we saw people going beside the damn building because there was no forced entrance. They came through his window, put 2 bullets in his ass, and went on out."
Yep.
Wow.
And that's what tripped me out. I'm like, wait a minute, how's a suicide dude got 2 bullets in him? It's like you can't get shot like that and talk about it's a suicide. No, that doesn't work like that.
Right.
And Alva North walked away scot-free.
I know. Like I remember doing a. I think so.
Yep. And Rick Ross went to prison. I think he just got out last year or the year before.
He got out a couple years ago. Yeah, about like 3 years ago.
Like you remember them 3 boys that was running shit up in New York, and they made the movie Paid in Full.
You talking about Alpo? You talking about Rich Porter?
Alpo was supposed to have got 60 freaking years. That nigga said he snitched, and he proud of the fact that he snitched.
He snitched on people in DC. He even snitched on Perry. Wayne Perry was his hitter. A lot of people don't know about Wayne Perry, but Wayne Perry was the one who was like knocking all motherfuckers in DC. Like one of the stories he told when he was driving from he was going to DC to Philly, and a dude, it was 4 dudes in the car, and at that time everybody know about the big ass cars or whatnot back in the 80s where you could like put 3 people in the fucking front, but it was like it was 5 people in the car. It was 2 people in the back and 3 in the front, and Alpo was sitting right next to the dude they were about to hit, and what's his name? Wayne Perry actually like Alpo gave him the signal, and Wayne Perry put the pistol in the back of the dude's head and blah, blew his brains out. And next thing you know, he actually described this shit to the T. He was like, man, the dude defecated on himself, and like we pulled over, buried him at this certain spot right here. It was a whole bunch of shit that was going on.
But he got out recently. This I'm trying to say. Because remember,
a lot of them got out. Like your boy, who was part of the Supreme team, your boy Bimmy, he got out. Bimmy got out. Supreme.
Or something.
Yeah. Can a Supreme grip? No, he ain't getting out. That nigga in life. He ain't getting out. Especially all the people don't. Now this is the word. People say he killed Jam Master Jay.
That's what I heard too.
People say he killed. Okay, the reason why I can tell you why the connection was because Jam Master Jay signed 50 Cent. That's why. Okay. Because I don't know if you ever heard the song Ghetto Quran, but in that song he was actually telling a lot of shit he wasn't supposed to be talking about. Like I can see from his time what he was doing. Him props, but at the same time, like, dude, certain shit you can't talk about. You can't talk about like that and put it on record because you still got these boys out there.
Wait, who did this?
He said
50 Cent when he did the Ghetto Quran.
Okay,
like
all right, listen, guys. I see already. Wait a minute. I see already we're going to our other part of the show. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here now. I want to thank you guys for watching the show. Please like, share, subscribe, and definitely hit that donate button down there because that's what keeps the show going. I'll go ahead and start another show up in 3 minutes. So say goodbye, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.
Later.